Okay, is it back now? Alright. Should drop frames down. Should be all good. Oh, it dropped frames again. Maybe because I have this thing up. This thing is like...
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Like, okay, so I should probably explain. Normally, when I play, when I stream Genshin or any game on PlayStation, I use the game capture utility. But I switched, and when I use that, it only takes like 4 or 5, maybe 8 at the max. At the max of my my CPU. But now with this 4K utility thing, it's taking like 20%.
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Okay, I need a second. Alright. Just want to see if this will affect something. Sorry.
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Oh wait, is this the guy from earlier who got his vision stolen? He was like, I feel like something's missing or something, right? Yeah. I don't know who's going to be connected to the story. It's interesting.
You must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
But why do you want him to stay? So why the change?
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer.
Roni.
Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Alright, look for clues.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway,
Wow.
if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
I wish it could be like this.
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
Further, if we become separated during war, go away from me and come to the village. There will be a safe home for us there? Oh no. Don't tell me he's married and he forgot.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited.
Make sure it was
Just
her.
look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so
stretching.
quickly.
How's stream going? Oh, it's going pretty
30
good.
years feels like the blink
know.
of an eye.
I'm streaming off
How
something
could I
else
have
right now, so I'm
forgotten
trying to
something
see
so
if
important to me?
it looks, but hopefully it looks okay. How are you?
Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing
good?
but
How you
a
like the
hazy
game?
dream.
Oh, I love the game. I mean, I've been playing for a while. Played since it came out, but you know, I do have a problem with some of the gacha stuff. I mean, they got me through money somehow. I just wish they were upraised a little bit. But other than that, I think the game's fine. Like, I think Genshin is probably one of the best free-to-play games if you don't spend money. Because when you start spending money, you start getting a little jaded. But like, if you don't spend money and you just play the game to play the game, I think people will really enjoy the game.
I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart.
Well, you don't have a ring,
Curious.
so I don't think you were married.
Why am I
to
thinking like
person.
this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. person.
I'm interested about these other two people, though. Because I remember meeting her
According
earlier
to Miss
for like a side quest.
Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Oh yeah, here, I can just run to you. You're pretty close.
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Stabilize!
Alright.
Gather!
That a world quest by this man too? I'm gonna pick up this world quest as well on here. Stories. Wait, new stories tell Keiichi. It's a new story told by Uncle Ramsey. He said he's been to many countries and seen many things. In order to record these things, he wrote something called the travelogue. Travelogue? Travelogue? He showed me a lot of his travelogues. For example, there's a new kind of iron carriage that flies in the sky in Fontaine. What? It runs along an invisible road. It takes no time to travel from one end of the village to the other. What the hell is Fontaine? It's supposed to plant grass in Sumra, which can plant it anywhere. It can grow in. It can be in plant, soil, water, or sand. Once it's planted, it will sprout and grow. What? And there's kind of a boat. There's kind of a boat that can stay above the sea for a long time. Isn't all boats? Around the boat, you can go to the deep sea, do all kinds of things. I don't think so. Ah, god damn it. That's not the point. Uncle Ram just stopped sending me travelogue for some reason. So I'm running out of stories to tell Koichi. Oh no. Friends have been staying in that Kimura tea house. I wanted to go find him, but the gatekeeper, Sister Koichi, wouldn't let me in because I'm a kid. You look old enough. Can you ask Uncle Ramsey what happened to those travelogues? I'm not that old. Anyway, you look a wrong person. Please help me. Are you interested in reading those travelogues? 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 It looks like logs. Because you know, it doesn't matter. No problem. Just give them to me when you're finished. I'll go with you. Although I can't get in, I can wait for you near the tea house. I'm looking forward to reading Uncle Red's new travelogue.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Like emergency food?
Huh?
Like
Who are
Paimon.
you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
Who?
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I
making
don't
sense.
seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Okay, here we go. Beto, I'm so glad I put you back on the team. Wait. Fuck. Okay, let's run down some resin real quick. Wait. Um. Yeah, I'll do this twice, and then I'm gonna run the electric boss once. That should give me some time to do some story missions. I totally forgot about my resin. Normally I wouldn't run out any resin on Sunday, but I didn't run it out for Alright. So here I am. Can I run the squad for this? You know what? It's... I don't know.
Sure. Gather!
Don't waste my time.
Come on.
Submit! Rise.
I will have order.
Power that ended Hypedon!
Okay, what?
It's nothing. Give up.
There, excuse me. Right over here. I don't know what that is. Looks like a cheat thing.
Your life is mine. Don't waste my time.
God damn it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't you look at this rather than... You know what? Let's just... Should look at this rather than... It don't make sense. Cool. Turn it. What the fuck? What the hell was that? Okay. Or I'm just gonna go over here.
It's raining. Fetch an umbrella for me, would you?
I want to help.
What's our objective?
Better for this. Not what I want to do. Let's try to have switch over yet. Let's see how much damage you do with this.
Stabilize!
Lament! Worthless!
Burn!
Oh, that was easy. Well, I'm still here. Just have to get ready for work, but I'm just gonna be here for you. All right. What time is it there? It's under here. It's you're an hour ahead of me. Killed. You're out here. I probably should call you combat. Kid feels weird. Yeah. You're out ahead of me in combat. Also, if you leave before you go, you have a good time at work. Wait. I realize my alert box is not over that. Thank you for following. Hold on, I'm gonna play that again. That way you can actually see it. Or not see it? Hello? Why can't I see my alert box right now? I can hear it though. That's a bit weird. Huh. I will need to fix that at some point in time. I don't know why that's not showing now. That's confusing. Okay. It's above my thing, but I don't know why it's not showing. Yep. I'll figure it out later. Oh. Let's see. Let's get as much friendship XP as I could possibly can. Wait, what's the 2 piece for this? Oh, it's not physical damage. Not physical damage go up. So lately I've been running my favorite character. What's my favorite character? My favorite character is Zhongli. I love running him on everything. Literally anything and everything all day, every day. He's the best. But I have been enjoying playing with like Venti. You know, originally when he came out originally, I kind of didn't really want him. And I was pulling on his banner a while back when he came out the second time. And I got Diluc. And I was like, you know what, let me just do 2 more. Like, the plan was to build up PD for a unit that I really wanted. And I got Diluc by accident at like 3 or 4 pulls in, 3 or 4 multis in. And I was like, fuck. Okay, well, I have 2 more multis. I'll just fucking do 2 more multis. And then that's it, right? The second multi, I get Venti, and I'm like, oh no. This is not what I wanted. Oh no. So after that happened, I was like, well, I got enough for multi for one more pull. Let's do one on the weapon banner, because why not, right? So I do a pull on the weapon banner, and I fucking get the weapon. So my luck is always not that good. It's not. It's So comment, what's your favorite character? my luck is actually very, very terrible for the most part. I wanted to show you other characters. I do not pull for a lot of 5 stars. So these ones I did not want, so I didn't pull for them. I didn't think I'd ever get to Luke, so but I got him. Should probably use Team Net.
We really
Sure
outdid
damage.
ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the
Oh, you
beginning.
just started?
I'll be leading you all on an epic journey
That's
of
fine.
pillage and plunder.
Wait, should we be watching
that will
this?
Go down
I don't
in
wanna spoil you,
Hoarder
man.
history. You
Girl,
demand, boss.
I don't
These
feed
seem
something
like the treasure
to
hoarders
to
we're
your gender.
after. Let's teach him a lesson.
Give up.
Yes, go with this, thank you. This is nice.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders?
How long has it been
Use
out?
someone like you.
September of last year. To be fair though, there was a ton of story in the first 3 months, and then we got some kind of filler stuff like festivals or like that, and then there was some more story back in April, I believe, and then the big story update, which happened with this update. So you haven't much story, but it is going to take you a bit to catch up to all others. But I don't want you to watch if you like, because I don't want to spoil you. Because like, I mean, right now I'm not doing anything like super spoilery because I'm just fighting a bunch of people. But you know, it could become very spoilery, and I don't want you to see that. It's fine. Okay.
Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
I don't know. I'd hate to ruin a game for
Just
someone.
our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it. so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of them too.
They stole that.
And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
I really don't
Shut
like the game.
it.
Just trying to see
Let's
how it
just
is
get out
when
of
you're
here.
really in the story. The story actually gets really fucking good. Like right now, I'm not doing anything like super great. I mean, right now it's just a bunch of what feels like side quests, but it's more like building up to something big. Usually, when we do stuff like this. Well, we do stuff like this in the story usually. But like I said, there are some really big ass moments in the story that are really interesting. And the only problem is when you're in the beginning of the game, you gotta do all the level up stuff just to kind of get to it. And then not only that, with the adventure rank kind of locking you out when you want to play with your friends, like that kind of sucks. But when you get to like a higher level and you can just kind of do the story whenever you want, it's actually a lot nicer. But like, it just takes time just to kind of get in there and do a little every day, you know? Just running out your resin, doing dailies. It's just, it can be kind of annoying and tedious. But once you get to a higher AR, or you just kind of do story, it's actually kind of nice. Like I said, but like you have, because you just started, you have so much story to get through, and a lot of it's like, for me, usually anytime someone talks, like if I just talk to this NPC over here, no, I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you. Anyway, I can't talk to these people. Why can't I talk to these people? What is happening? Okay, anyway, I'll try to prove a point. But like usually when, do you like the mechanics on that fight same way all the time? I wouldn't say they fight the same way. Everyone fights a little differently. Like this character moves differently from this character. Even this character, which is the same type of catalyst user, moves differently. You know? Like it depends on the character, but I do think each of them move a little bit differently. But the same moves? What do you mean the same moves? Yes, they're not the same moves. Oh, wait, do you mean the charge attack? The charge attack is the same, I think. For some... There's no ability change? What do you mean there's no ability change? You mean like... Which specific characters are you talking about? Because each character to me feels a little differently. Except for charge attacks. Like, those ones seem similar. Like a sword charge attack is always going to look the same. Spear charge attack is always going to look the same. Except for certain characters. For instance... I don't know if I can this team. No, I can this team. Zhongli, user, right? Zhao, also sphere user. But in these particular instances, their charge attacks are very different. But like, which characters do you mean exactly? Because I do know what you mean. There are some characters that do feel like the same moves. I do know what you mean, but like, I want to know exactly which characters you mean. Those are 5-star characters. I should probably go with the 4-star characters, right? Let's see, who's this spear user? These two are spear
Just
users.
sharpen my spear.
Sooner we're done, the better.
The triangle moves don't change? Wait, do you mean they're ults?
Yeah.
Are these two characters? I believe these two are the same, maybe. No? No, that's also different. Like their charge attacks are the same, but these are 4 stars. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but I think all 4 stars are the same charge attack. You can change moves? Wait, do you mean changing? What do you mean? Like, the triangle moves don't change. But like, they're also very different. I'm trying to figure out what you mean. Like, Well, no, what do you mean, like, what you saying, like, do you want to change their ults? No, it's cool. I just want to figure out what you mean, man. It's cool. But like I said, I do know what you mean by some of their moves are the same. And for that, I'm assuming you mean charge attacks, but you said ults, but their ults are very different. Like I picked 2 characters. I don't think any 2 characters have the same ult. Well, not the same ult, but the same. I can't explain it. They don't look the same. But like for instance, Venti and Sucrose. Venti has like the bow that fucking shoots a black hole and basically drags everything into it, except for the really big enemies. But like Sucrose, her ult is something similar, but it doesn't do the exact same thing. Like, what? I want to understand. I want to understand. Is that what you mean? And I think the reason for that is so that we as a player have a reason to go for like a 5-star, right? So for instance, if we like let's say I like Rosaria, right? I like the way like she plays, right? So but I want a stronger version of this character, so I would go for a 5-star that has abilities not like hers, but like similar to hers, right?
Judgment! Yeah!
Okay.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die doing this shit.
Here we go!
Verdict is...
Sir, I'm hitting you. Sir. Hey, don't you go over there and get full health. I'm literally fighting you. I hate this game.
Let's play!
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Mova, get them!
Oh, I'm gonna fucking
Think
die.
you can get away?
Okay.
Brace yourselves.
Yeah!
Okay, well, I almost died doing that. Because those characters are not leveled up properly. But, I mean, I can kind of see what you mean, like I said. Like, but I think it depends. Like I said, it's like I was saying. Like, if I like Rosaria, right? I want a character who's gonna be better than her, right? Because I like her playstyle. So I would get a character who could do something similar to her.
You called?
Oops. Where's my route? It's not what I meant to do.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
Okay, let me heal up you so that you are not.
I'll
For
take
instance,
care of it.
right now, we have Barbara, right? Healer.
Ready, steady, go!
Right now, there's no character in the game
Let the
that
show
is like her,
begin.
right? She's a 4-star. And eventually there will be a character who can do this. Who can have a little fucking healing thing out and be a catalyst user and heal like she heals, right?
Go, Barbara,
Eventually
go!
that will happen. It hasn't happened yet, but eventually it will. And people who like Barbara are gonna be like, oh my god, I love that. I like that because she's kind of like Barbara. She's like a 5-star version of Barbara. She's so much better. Like that will happen. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but it will. I know way. What did I just do?
A
So
walk
anyway,
would
you
be
joined at a
nice.
perfect time. I was talking to killing combat here, and he was saying how the characters feel the same. And I was saying, well, he was saying that the triangle abilities feel the same, like their ults and stuff. And I was like, I don't really think that's true, but in a sense, I can also see kind of what he means. So I was comparing like Sucrose and Venti, how they're kind of similar, like their ults are kind of similar, but like obviously Venti's like way better because he's 5-star.
We can do this!
Which is how I got in the conversation about Barbara. Also, I'm doing story, no way, so I don't want to spoil you if you haven't seen it. So, please leave if you haven't seen it.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something?
Wow.
Or perhaps
What do you mean, wow?
there's something you want to
Trying to get rid of
inquire
me?
about?
I don't want to spoil you. That's all it is. I told Combat the same thing, okay? It's like, hey, look. Because I keep saying he. I shouldn't say that. But, like, they just started the game recently, and they were just kind of saying that they don't like it because the moves are the same, and they were wondering when the story gets good, like if the story is good this far up in the thing. And I was like, yeah, it is. Like right now, it's not, because I just got here and I'm just talking to people, you know.
So you're
learn
friends
people,
of
which is how it is
Kurosawa,
in
I take it?
every
Perhaps you're here to
like,
pay off his
beginning part
debts.
of the
Whoa, whoa! Let's
area.
not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
You know, 2,000 is a lot better than 2 million. Like what they were asking for, like, you know.
At least we now know where the
Mission two
emergency
ago.
provisions were coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
This is why I kept turning the party. That's why I kept turning the party beta.
Come with me.
Got them both first try. First try. First try. Oh, no. Hey, stop.
What are you doing here all by yourself?
You didn't see that? No way. Shut up.
Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
The words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me.
I'll be back.
And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul. their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
I think it's crazy that so many
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
This particular guy who plays Junya is a streamer. I don't remember his name, but I saw it on Twitter. He's a streamer.
Who are you?
Isn't that crazy?
I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here.
What you mean?
Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many
I am
people
from this
trying
land.
to cause us trouble recently that we're on high
500
alert.
years ago.
You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon. A name I'm sure you've already heard.
Yes.
Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Wait. It's not that time right now? How's it? You know, from our perspective, we just see the clock going, right? Imagine what it looks like to them. We're just standing here for like 18 hours. Come back, Eddie. come back at 6 o'clock. All right, we'll be fine.
Osmanthus
And
wine
this fucking
tastes
standing there looking at him.
So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the Shrine Maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
What's up? This close up on. Does he know Paimon?
Huh?
The fuck was that?
That's sneaking around.
The fuck was that?
Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Yeah, let's go beat up this old man. Get him, Paimon. Can you imagine?
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Have I been over there? What is that? Oh, that's the shrine, right? The tree.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Master Asia.
Anzai?
No, wait.
Yes, that's me.
That was not
I
Master
don't
Asia.
wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean that he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yae has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yae? Is that the same Lady Yae that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yae is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yae can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yae?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yae does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Make Yoshi's sweet art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
Okay, I am back. Is that thing over there? Oh, well, I'm also by a tree. Oh, well, never mind.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yi, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the Swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest Swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Miyakyo Sweetheart. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Welcome back.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Okay, so two things need to happen. So one of the things I've learned about Archons and how they work is that one, obviously, their things that glow. You use it, but the hair glows. Can't see here. Check. What should I do? That's the point here.
Crumble!
Does hair glows? I was looking at for on Yai, because I honestly, for some reason, I think she is the Archon. And I know this whole area is like, yeah, this Shogun's the Archon. But here's the thing. I've been in two of these areas already, Liyue and Mondstadt. And no one there knew who the fuck the Archon was. So so I don't know if I can just believe the word of the people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, goodness. So until I see the Gnosis, or well, it's just, remember when that one stream they showed off the first couple of pictures of Inazuma. I almost said anyway. I don't know why I thought that, but the first show of Inazuma, right? They were like, Yai is a really powerful character. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Maybe she's a harbinger? You think Yai's a harbinger? That would be interesting. Oh my god, I'm fucking stupid. Okay, before I'm gonna do this. Bitch. Oh, you. Come on. Don't mind me just climbing walls for no particular reason. Just don't worry about it. I like climbing walls. You know, this, I think it's a really cool thing. No, wait, shut up. Shut up. No. Don't make me fly. Son of a bitch. Oh, ah! Oh wait. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, this went down so fast. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, we're not even gonna count that as a try. We're not. Why? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Why aren't you working? Oh, it counts. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wait, I missed one? No. What? No. No. How? How? It doesn't count. It's fine. Look, don't. Look. I'll count that one, okay?
Here we go.
Are you serious?
Huh?
Are you serious? Oh, hi. All right, don't watch this part. Don't watch. Don't watch. It's fine. Don't watch this part. You kidding me? Okay, look. He's having a blast. Don't watch this part. Let's wait until you see the annoying area. Watch this part! You mean there's no space in my inventory? Fuck you mean? Oh. Oh. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna level up an artifact. I'm sure I have plenty of artifacts that aren't leveled up. Yep. Plenty of artifacts that are now not leveled up. Chung, you got some artifacts that aren't leveled up? Pushed up. Sure, amazing. Look, Barbara, you got some artifacts that aren't leveled up. I know you do. I know you do, bitch. I know you. Fuck. No. Bennett. Bennett has artifacts that are leveled up. Yeah, Bennett coming through for the. Yeah. What's up for you to eat some artifacts? No. Never. You know, my AC hasn't worked since like last Wednesday, and it's been an awful time. It rained yesterday, and I was so excited. I went outside. I was like, "Oh, it's so much cooler out here." The rain was a lie. It is so much hotter now than it was yesterday, or any of the days prior to that. It's been so hot. Please don't be defend. It's fine. Literally, any one of those stats could have been like amazing. Just not in defense. Literally. I mean, I guess I could put this on it, but like, literally any one of those would have been great. You know what? I know you got some artifacts that are leveled up. What's this? Oh, it's double HP rolled. Yeah, I don't think I should be rolling into that. Oh, buddy. It's all bad. It's all bad. It's fine. Wait, I can roll to some Ningguang pieces, right? Hold on. Ningguang, what do you got? So that's that one piece I'm not rolling into? Okay, nothing. Okay. Hold on. I know I have a piece for you. It's like really good. And I don't think I ever gave it to you. I knew it. Fuck! Why'd you roll defense? This could have been injury charge or some shit. I wasn't paying attention. What did it roll? Look, you have 3 other things you can roll into. Just pick one of those things. Thank you. so good. Of course, roll defense is the last one. Why would you do anything else? Alright, so close. What do you got? A piece that's not leveled up. The fuck are you? Crit damage. Why the hell not? Okay, can't use that for anything. Which about you? You got to be still on buddy? You do not. Crit rate. Alright. Crit rate again. You have failed me. Literally just don't hit HP. I'm running out of Mora. I am not gonna max this out, am I? Oh, come on! Is my Yanfei actually good? What do the stats I have? Oh, no. now the resin healing can begin.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting Of course, we have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Matsukatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt. By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Wait, you still not... Wait, this isn't...
You want to know who you'll be meeting in Hanamizaka? Let's just say they'll be easy to find. You'll see what I mean when you get there.
Quake! Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. No, it actually looks nice there. You should leave that there. Wait. We... Oh, what? No, wait. No. No. Wait. We're not... Why are we here? This isn't where... This is not where I was, right? Did we move at some point in time? Did I missed it? Okay.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
Yes, we can, Paimon. Yes, we can. Not my job, not my problem.
Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Interesting choice of words, Paimon.
Think nothing of it.
Wrath.
I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know?
Something a guy would use.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm
Exact words a guy would
current
use.
owner of Nagano
Wrath.
Fireworks. It ain't much, but
No,
it's
people
a
don't use that
nice
word the same.
Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man.
You know what I
It's
don't
too
understand
bad
about
good
visions?
people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too?
So, like, for us, it makes sense why they're on the outside. Like, they're visually for us, the gamer, playing the game, right? But, like, logically, I would just be hiding my shit. Why would I want that? Just a little trinket that someone could just steal at any point in time
You don't
while I'm not
say.
looking, paying attention.
Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan.
Wouldn't they
Awesome!
just hide it? And then
I've been
they
thinking
wouldn't
about
know
breaking
they had
him
a
out
vision?
too recently. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Okay, so before I do anything else, I need to do this real quick because I was supposed to do this earlier and I fucking didn't. And I haven't done this at all, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. Just give me a minute. I just wanna do this. Okay, carry out you gain a busing, characters can pass through, okay. Entry is less than equal to 50%. Oh wow. Natural attacks still. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Actually, I leveled up once. I was like, what? I only leveled up once. Why did I take everything? There's no claim all, huh? got some wishes. Time to use them. Not on that banner. I'm really close to a 5-star. On this particular banner. I'm like close. Okay, let's see. It's so 66, 67, 68 wishes in. 69. 70. 71. Nope. I guess I'm waiting.
Please, see that he stays safe.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those?
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Dude, Inazuma music is so fucking good.
Here we go.
Useless. I must withdraw.
Sleep.
Talk about a big door. Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
But what?
Time for takeoff.
Show me what
What up, boys?
Yahoo!
Gather. Order guide you. Cut.
Brace yourself.
You about to
Teach
get
me a
swarmed?
lesson.
Evil conquering!
Allow me to strike first.
Worthless!
I need to train harder.
Yeah, you do.
Stabilize. Battle formation.
Useless!
I've lost.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength. Here we go.
How rude!
Get them.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Don't hold back. I strike first. Show me what you got. Order. A word. I need to. Show me what you got.
Boring!
I dare you.
Useless!
I've been bested.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson.
Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Don't hold back. Clear cut.
To ashes!
Watch your step. I need to rest it. Train harder.
Okay. 2. I'm assuming I need one more.
Here we go!
Solidify.
You never know. Just checking.
You must withdraw.
Oh, he dead. I can't see.
over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come
Are
up with
they?
a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
Sarah! Sarah?
We were just teaching
Hey,
you a
hey.
little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way. Let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know.
Yes, they are. That's exactly what they were made for.
I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh my god!
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Leave this place.
Give me more sigils, please. Yeah.
sleepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Jailhouse Fiesta. Okay, let's put Barbara back on the team because your boy needs some motherfucking healing. You?
Wish me luck!
Let's dance.
This isn't far, right? This is like,
So I see. So Kujosara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujosara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt Decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt Decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of Hot Pot. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose? Let's see what we've got here. Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, bamboo shoots. Nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait. Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go wasting the rest now. This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
You can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite the same afterwards. Even with the traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
You thought sweet would
I'm
taste good
definitely not okay.
in a soup?
I need to lie down. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god of Hot Pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes. If the Tenryou Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Oh my god, that's Act 1? Oh my god. Oh god. I did it. I did Act 1. I didn't think I could, but I did it. Took longer than I expected. I'm so hungry, but I don't want to eat anything in my kitchen because it's so hot. It's so hot. Hello?
Traveler, Paimon! Hold on!
Huh? Ayaka?
What's happening?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance. But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to. A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please
I thought
keep
Tsubaki
everything
was a
I've
man.
told you in strict confidence. The
They
proper
just said it
course of
wasn't sure.
action would be to involve my brother and
Just said it
visit
was
her
I was a girl, but
together.
then she's like,
But
oh, that's
he's
what I thought
terribly
too.
busy at
So
present,
Tsubaki's a
and
man.
on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter. Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
You can count on us. We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just treat us to some delicious food and we'll be more than happy.
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around, if you don't mind, of course.
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. Do we?
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our first stop.
Alright, sounds great.
Good. Complete other quests to continue. Wow. 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 Alright, well, I guess I'm doing these before I continue. Interesting, I got it. Okay. 60. Thinking about stopping here for now and going to get something to eat. Only because a lot of places are closed in like an hour. And I would like to grab something to eat before it closes. I don't want to make anything and make the house even hotter than what it already is. I also don't want to eat fast food though. I don't know. Should I in here and just go get something to eat? So I want to do more story. Actually, no. Actually, this is actually really good time to end. Oh. I can start this quest real quick. Well, it's not just that. I have to do something else soon, too.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No! What made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but given the current climate... As you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
If even Ogura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world. The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
Huh. So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
It looks like that will be our next stop. Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you, thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
Okay. Retail. Why is it far away? Can I like leave retail yet, or? I feel like I haven't done that side quest. I might do some of these side quests off stream. Cause there's a few I kind of haven't done. Okay, you know what? I'm not doing this now. There's something I do want to do before I get off though. For this, I'm gonna do this, and then I will end, go get something to eat, and I will just relax for the rest of the night.
Huh? Brace yourselves.
Hey, he's. Oh my god.
Let's play.
Sweet in here. Touching your weed. It's Mass Maiden. We're back. You did a wonderful job. I can hear the thunder sakura root singing. Oh god damn it. I have something to confess to you. Go ahead, tell us. What is it? When you first acquired Alright? You first acquired the Conda Village Ward. I said that you were the destined one. In truth, I didn't have full confidence in your virtue and courage at the time. But as the cleansing ritual progressed, you not only showed me my folly, but you also far exceeded my expectations, so much so that I can't help but feel sad. If there had been someone like you by the Kitsune Saigyu side, then perhaps... Nothing, I was just rambling. So that's a wrap then. What's our reward? Well, before that, there's one more thing that has to be done. You must destroy me. I'm sorry. It's a ritual. There's one more step to go. What? There's another step? As a price for protecting the land and absorbing the filth, miasma will accumulate in the roots. Yo, let it really bad. Feed the demons created by these defilements. Just as this grandchild has its branches, the thunderous sakura are just the side branches that the sacred sakura in Mount Yogu? The 5 roots are the main parts. Most of the filth they absorb has, in fact, been transmitted to the sacred sakura, deep within Mount Yogu. That's right. The key to the sacred sakura cleansing ritual is the last step, which lifts the barrier over the sacred sakura, purify the miasma that has accumulated in its roots over the years. Wait a minute, the sacred sakura is at the Grand Narukami Shrine, right? If we tangle with those monsters right in the middle of the shrine, it will cause an uproar. And there's no need to worry about that. The sacred sakura's roots are sealed far away from the shrine. Whatever you need, no problems. Yes, you can trust me. If you say so, I guess what to do it. Thank you. Let's get over this. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess this. I gotta do this. Then I will go. This won't take me long, right? Wait, is this that one area? That I'm probably gonna access. Oh god. Please let me be able to access this. Alright, well I guess that's the end of the stream. Alright, well I tried. I did my best. Alright, it wasn't enough. So, I know you guys probably can't tell the difference between the streams, but I'm using something else to stream off of. Actually, I might be able to show you the difference. Hold on. Okay, so normally I would use the Elgato HD60S to kind of stream, and you would see straight from that source. But I recently got the 4K thing.
Come on, traveler, let's go.
Capture.
The world is full of lost balance. Just
yeah, the 4K capture utility, and I decided to stream off that. But it's like different. I'm streaming straight from its source, much like the Elgato, but it's so different. So I can like if I did it now, you'd be able to see the difference in colors. Like this is the utility. This is the Elgato. Let's see how the colors are a bit darker. But that's also because I did something else to brighten it up a little bit. But also for some reason, this is like super weird. Whenever I have Elgato, the other Elgato software on my TV, I have to use my glasses. Like I literally can't see.
Sure,
everything.
I'll play you another tune.
But when I have the
it'll cost
4K
you
thing
an
up
apple.
there, dude, I don't need my glasses. Like I can play without it. It actually looks like how it looks like on my TV. But the other capture software, it doesn't look like it looks like it looks on my TV. It looks, I can't explain it, but it doesn't look as good. Anyway, hopefully the stream looked a little bit better today. I'm gonna raid someone maybe, if possible. I don't know anyone is on I could possibly raid right now. That you guys might want to watch. Like Anna Street. I'll raid Anna. We'll raid Anna. We'll see how they are. She's not about to end. Okay, yeah, she seems fine. Okay. Or not, because my laptop is struggling right now.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the
Okay.
top of a tree.
I'm just gonna end,
looking out
because-
over a meadow, cider in hand.
It's like struggle right now to do things. It seems fine. I'm just gonna end. Well, thanks for watching. No way. I'll see you later, man. You guys have a nice day.